Daughter of the Duke and Duchess of Edinburgh, Lady Louise Windsor has mostly been shielded from the public gaze, but she is dear to the heart of the royal family and was particularly close to her late grandparents, having been described as a favorite of Queen Elizabeth II and Prince Philip. The 20-year-old, who celebrates her birthday today, is still an undergraduate at St Andrews University, where she studies English. Although not yet a frontline royal, she has been more prominent in recent years and was one of the youngest and freshest faces at the coronation in May. Born in 2003 to Edward, Queen Elizabeth's youngest child, and his wife, Sophie, Lady Louise had a difficult start in life. Louise Alice Elizabeth Mary Mountbatten Windsor arrived prematurely at Frimley Park Hospital in Surrey, England, on November 8. Her mother, then Countess of Wessex, went into labor when 36 weeks pregnant, a week or so short of what is considered full term. At the time, Prince Edward was a 12-hour flight away in Mauritius on an official visit. Medics realized she needed an emergency cesarean. She was showing signs of acute placental abruption, in which the lining separates from the uterus. The moment Louise was born, weighing just 4 pounds 9 ounces, she was rushed to St George's Hospital in Tooting for special care. According to the Mail on Sunday in 2014, Sophie had lost so much blood she was just 15 minutes from death. It was said to have taken a major blood transfusion before she regained any kind of stability. The Duchess of Wessex, as she then was, had to remain at Frimley Park alone as Edward was unable to get back to Britain until the following evening. Louise was born with esotropia, a condition that turns the eyes outwards, and faced difficulties with her vision growing up. She underwent her first eye procedure at just 18 months, but the procedure was unsuccessful and Lady Louise had to undergo a second attempt in 2014. This time the surgeons succeeded. Louise was baptized in the private chapel at Windsor with godparents including Lady Sarah Chatto and Lord Ivar Mountbatten. She brought a great sense of personal pride for Prince Philip as she became the first royal to officially carry the surname Mountbatten Windsor, allowing Philip's surname, Mountbatten, to continue into the royal family's future. A former aide said Philip would be thrilled that, 55 years after the birth of his first child, a member of the firm would finally be carrying on the Mountbatten line. In 2019, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Harry and Meghan, followed suit, naming their first child Archie Mountbatten Windsor. And while many royal watchers noted her similarity to the Queen at the same age, it was through her grandfather, the late Duke of Edinburgh, that she discovered her passion for carriage driving. Following his retirement, Philip had more time to enjoy carriage driving, which was one of his favorite pastimes since the 1970s. He raced carriages near Norfolk before going on to represent Britain at several world and European championships. Duchess Sophie previously revealed that Prince Philip was so pleased when his granddaughter wanted to take up the sport. "My father-in-law was always so good at encouraging. He was really encouraging of Louise. So when she not only said, 'Please can I have a go,' but then showed a flair for it, he was just brilliant with her," she said. Louise paid tribute to her grandfather's legacy by taking part in a carriage-driving event in April 2022. On the weekend of the anniversary of his death, Louise was able to see more of her grandparents growing than her older cousins, Princes William and Harry, as the family home was just 11 miles from Windsor. Also, the Queen and Prince Philip had more free time as by then they had scaled back their long-haul travel. Louise, their 7th grandchild, has been allowed to use style Her Royal Highness since the age of 18, a privilege she has so far turned down. Edward and Sophie wanted to give their daughter and son James, Earl of Wessex, 15, as normal childhood as possible, including school friends and extracurricular activities. Largely kept out of the limelight, her first major royal outing came at the age of 9 when she was a bridesmaid at the Prince and Princess of Wales's wedding in 2011. More recently, Louise was given an important role in another royal wedding. She and her brother James were both special attendants at Princess Eugenie's wedding to Jack Brooksbank in October 2018. She has since joined her parents on a number of outings since the Edinburghs found themselves thrust into the spotlight following the departure of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in 2020 and Prince Andrew's subsequent withdrawal from public life. On May 6, she attended King Charles's coronation with her father, Prince Edward, Duke of Edinburgh, and mother, Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh.